better your workflow, the better your organization, the better your project will be able to be coming out. So we're gonna make 4 aux tracks stereo aux tracks, 4. Every track's gonna get its own aux. This has space on it, the reverb directly on the track. We're gonna change that. As you can see, we have some sharp cuts going on. We're gonna decrease these cuts. We're gonna create our review to 6 decibels because we don't want to cut anything more than 6 decibels. Anything else is gonna make it sound real thin. So I want to cut the lows at about 120. You can see the number right here along the bottom, 120. It's cool right there. And that got rid of a lot of the lows. But I'm gonna cut them not only just like that, I'm gonna cut them on the side band, all right, on the mids, I'm sorry, so that I can get more on the side band so it's not blocking my lead vocal. I'm gonna also take the mids, I'm gonna cut the mids around here where it's a big spike. Just to thin it out and get it a little bit more smooth. And I'm gonna also do the same thing towards the top. We'll cut at 3, right around here, we'll cut at 3. And we'll make this high cut, we'll cut the mids of the high also. So that my vocal could come in smooth right there. And we'll increase the highs on the side band, just a little bit. 1 decibel's cool. So yeah, we EQ'd already. But I'm also gonna just take the top end and just slice it down. So we're not even getting those bands in the first place. This is like a Drake trick. Noah Shabib 40, he does the same thing. I don't wanna do that. Some sounds, when you cut the samples all together, they don't sound that good. They do not sound that good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the samples in more of a universal way. We're gonna use a filter. So what you're gonna do, we're gonna take the highs, we're gonna take the EQ, KHS filter, we're gonna take the filter, and you're gonna see it on this band right here as it's going on and what's happening as it cuts these bands. See what's going on? What should I do? Don't know what you want me to do. I think it sounds good around here. And I'm looking at the old ways I used to produce, and it was crazy. The things I would do that I didn't know I didn't have to do. So now we're looking at a vocal. We're gonna lower the volume to a normal level. It sounds beautiful. This layer right here should actually be the second layer. I want this above the choir. All right, so the choir sounds like this. We're gonna change this EQ also. I cut the other one around 120. We're gonna cut this one maybe around, since it's lower in the background, lower frequencies kind of ring out longer. We'll cut it below it. We'll do 100 and we'll cut the highs also. We'll just copy this filter over here. Cut the highs more in this one. So we'll probably drop down to about 1, maybe 1.5. And now you can hear it's before it. Now it's below it. We're gonna go ahead and EQ this for mid-side EQ as well. Our cutoff isn't sharp. It's more of a fade, so I could edit those high frequencies alone. Let's take a look at the other one. Let's keep the other one up here. We don't want to cut at the same frequencies. So if we cut at like 150 right here, we cut at 100 right here. This is where everything begins to muddy up. Right around here is where the mud builds. And we don't want any mud in our vocals, in our sounds. A lot of people also, they do a little lift right here on the sides, but sometimes I don't like to lift right there. For some reason, it just sounds muddy to me sometimes. But it depends on how we sound later on. Later on, if I'm thinking that things are piling up or not standing out enough, I'll lift it right there. Cut the mids. Below like 2K, you want to be cutting mostly. So we'll do that, and we'll also play it real quick to hear how they sound.